What's up, Tricology family? Welcome back to another episode of the Tricology News Talk. I know I mentioned last week that I will be on a vacation. I was going out of town to my home away from home, Turkish Islands, to visit family. But we back, y'all, and now let us get into some news that we have for today. We're gonna go over Summerslam, NXT Takeover, and other plus movie reviews that we're gonna talk about. So let's get started, folks. And first off on the list is that we're gonna be talking about the new Disney Genie Plus. That's gonna be replacing the Fast Pass Plus at Disney World. For those who got the Disney Experience app, so in a couple of months, the Fast Pass Plus will be gone, and will be the Genie Plus. So let's get into this article that will explain more about Disney Genie. So, Disney has finally revealed its long development digital service, Disney Genie, will help guests to create the ideal Disney park visit. Scheduled to release this fall at Walt Disney World Resort and Disneyland Resort. Disney's Genie is complimentary and flexible ways to make out your Disney park visit. Disney Genie will be a part of the existing My Disney Experience and Disneyland apps, and will make personal recommendations to have the user save their time during their visit. Disney Genie does this to having the user choose their top rides and interests at the park. Then plan your day around your preferences. Your itinerary will be updated during the day. It will let users know what rides their wait might be lowered throughout the day. The app will also report making dining reservations, restaurant wait lists, and other mobile services easier as well. Disney Genie will offer a virtual assistant, will have questions around the park. So, and then in addition to the complimentary Disney service, Disney is also offering two more paid options. The Disney Genie Plus service will cost $15 per ticket at Walt Disney World Resort and $20 per ticket per day at Disneyland Resort. Will pick up the next available time to arrive at various rides and experiences to use the Lightning Lane entrance. Through the system, guests can make one selection at a time in the day. If this sounds familiar, this new service used to be called the Fast Pass at Disney World and Max Pass at Disneyland Resort when it was free. Disney Plus, the Disney Genie Plus, will also offer audio experiences, Opera Reality Lens at Walt Disney World Resort, and limited Disney Photo Pass download at Disneyland Resort. So, by this, I'm not sure how I feel about this new thing, but once it release on the Disney Experience app, and get to see what it is, but we'll see how it is. If it's worth getting it, we'll see how it is. But I've been seeing the reviews, but a lot of people don't like it, and they have their deep mixed emotions about it. But we'll see how it goes, man. But yeah, like I mentioned, this new Disney Genie Plus will be replacing the Fast Pass Plus. So you better use the Fast Pass Plus while you're at it, because it's going to be some new changes once the Genie Plus comes in. So moving on, after the anticipated trailer of the new Spider-Man 3 No Way Home, so Sony made the official announcement to rename as the SPUMC as the Sony's Spider-Man universe. So, as you all know, as far as the MCU, which is the Marvel Cinematic Universe, is now in the multiverse. So, if you guys did see the trailer to the Spider-Man No Way Home, you already know we got the return of the original the Doc Ock, the Doc Octopus, and there is a little hint that we might be getting the Sinister Six in there. Of course, you already know Jamie Foxx is returning as the Electro. We're getting the original Um, the original Sandman. Who else is Sandman is in there? They're very interesting. To see how it is, but and speaking of the Spider-Man universe, there's been a rumor that the Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage might be delayed to 2022. Nothing's confirmed yet, so Sony is waiting to make it an official decision after the Comic-Con once this CinemaCon, and it's over. So we're gonna see how that's unfold. I hope it doesn't delay again because of the freaking COVID / Delta variant that's going on. So we'll have to see what's gonna happen there. And gonna continue on with the Sony movies. Sony Pictures Animation Hotel Transylvania Transformania, which is the fourth movie of the franchise, will bypass the theatrical run and option instead to stream it on Amazon Prime. The Hollywood has confirmed. So yeah, Amazon Prime has bought the latest Hollywood Transylvania. So in my honest opinion, I feel like this is a smart move because Adam Sandler is not in this one, and Kevin James. Who else? Kevin James is not in this one here. I think they was all in the last three, and they're not gonna be in the fourth one, which is kind of weird. But let me just read on the rest of the details. Amazon offered no comment when contacted about the possible deal for Hotel Transylvania 4, but the decision to skip the theaters and head to Prime Video with CGI animated pit is understood to be in the early stages, could result in a deal around $100 million. This latest chapter of the Hotel Transylvania franchise from the creator Gene has seminal voice casts that include Amy Sandberg returning as Johnny, Selena Gomez, Catherine Hahn, Jim Gaffigan, Steve Buscemi, Molly Shannon, Debbie Spade, and Kenji Michael Key. This film is said to be the latest studio turbo to launch on the streaming after outgoing fallout of the pandemic. While the box office is back and running, this summer's theatrical release calendar is expected to crowd when it comes to family affair, and the Delta variant surge has put another headwind around the major studios. And Hotel Transylvania was set to hit theaters in October. Throughout the pandemic, Sony had licensed a number of its movies to streamers. So we don't have an official release date now that it's now going to be on Amazon Prime Video. So it's probably going to be released in 2022. We just have to wait on the official release date what's going to be. And now coming off the heels of Hotel Transylvania Virtual Sharif's date, the Addams Family 2 will be released in theaters and on digital the same day. So this like I said before, this move came right off the heels of Hotel Transylvania 4 shifts in the release date strategy. So this is a report from Collaborator as it reads: MGM's animated sequel to the Addams Family franchise, Addams Family 2, will now be hitting theaters and on video demand simultaneously. While the family film always had a theatrical release set in this year, the addition of the VOD is undoubtedly a response to the outgoing COVID-19 pandemic, especially given to the target demographics made unvaccinated. The Addams Family 2 will now face direct competition from Sony's own animated ramp Hotel Transylvania 4, which is just bought from Amazon Prime Video unless it's a theatrical release. This is as far as the latest release change in the Dragon Studios release plan. Aside from the two animated offers, Sony has shipped a release date of Venom 2 Let There Be Carnage, bumping up from late September day in one mind October. The animated film's party is seeing a purchase disrupt, while Disney opted to place Luca on Disney Plus exclusively earlier this year, and Sony selling its animated titles such as The Milton vs. the Machines and Vivio to Netflix. Family entertainment is in general seen a variety of release strategy developed over the year. While Disney offered titles like Raya and the Last Dragon theatrically and through Disney Plus premium access, while DreamWorks and Universal made the Boss Baby Family Business available to Peacock with no charge to subscribers and in theaters. The Addams Family 2 is based on the comic strip and the same name. It later turns into an iconic Gothic TV sitcom, with also old, wealthy, aggressive family in love with horror and much good. And it's sort of the idea of an American family. The movie sees the family led by Gomez, Oscar Isaac, and Miranda Charlize Theron take a vacation trip across America. Along the way, the family will meet a rare relative and other crazy characters that have become a staple in the franchise. Along with Isaac Theron, the film also stars Chloe Demas, Nick Kroll, Betty Mitchell, and Snoop Dogg. And the new additions of Jamie Warner, who has taken on the role of Paris Adams from Finn Wolfhard, Bill Harper, Warren Sean, Greta directs and cover the directed sequel, and Dan Hannes and Bacon Queen Schumacher writing the screenplay. So I think this is a good strategy as far as like for family films. Of course, like you don't want to get your children out there in the theaters, and like some people are not vaccinated even if they take the test. So I feel like this is a good strategy as far as it's concerned. But yep. So moving forward from that, so let's get into some other moves as far as from Universal. So if you guys already see Fast 9, you already know that Fast 10 is going to be happening soon. So the Fast and Furious 10 sets a 2023 release date. So Fast 10, your seatbelts, the end of the road is approaching. 2 months after being long delayed of the launch of Fast 9, Universal Pictures has set a release date for the 10th and potential installment of the Fast saga. Justin Lin directed the vehicle will go live on April 7, 2023. Star Vin Diesel previously revealed on EW that the filming will commence on January 2022, where there seemingly be a possibility of Fast 10 and Fast 11 being filmed back to back. Will wrap up the billion-dollar series. Just wait for 10. Diesel teased and ease of the Fast saga. Let's just say the fact that you guys know that the studio is saying we can't cover all the ground that we need to be covered. Just once the movie, you can't imagine when it comes. So yeah. So I feel like Fast 10 and 11 will be like the Avengers: Infinity War and Endgame. So I feel like this is gonna be split into 2 parts. So I think Fast 10 will have like a cliffhanger ending, and then leave on to 11. Well, if they want to do it, if they're gonna make Fast and Furious 10 gonna be like a part 1 and a part 2. So we'll have to see how they gonna do with the title, how it is. But I'm truly excited for it. As you already know, the Fast 10 and 11 will be the last movie of the main franchise, so they still gonna be doing like spin-offs such as Hobbs and Shaw, I feel like, and then also there's a female team spin-off that's gonna be lead by yeah, there's a lot of things going on. So like I mentioned before, Fast 10 and 11 will be the end of the main series, and there's gonna be more spin-offs. But that's all in the movie news. So let's get into some video game news. So Slammerheads Games and Activision revealed that Call of Duty Vanguard, a new World War II entry in the series, will be released on November 5th, 2021. So all my Call of Duty gamers out there, so be on the lookout for that. But this is not the only game that has been announced. So there's a new Saints Row reboot will be launched on February 25th, 2022. Again, there was a trailer that just came out for it. The trailer looks good. I can't wait to see how they're going to do from there. And as you already know, for all the Marvel fans out there who will be playing Marvel's Avenger game, and of course we got the Guardians of the Galaxy game coming out, but this new one in the series, Marvel is teaming up with 2K. Earth's Mightiest Hero unites with a brand new hero, the Hunter, to defeat the mother of the demons herself in Marvel's Midnight Suns. That's going to be coming out on March 2022. So in the game, you see Iron Man, you see Wolverine, you see Blade, and also you see Ghost Rider in there. So and also Doctor Strange in there. If you guys have not checked out the trailer, so this game is going to be amazing to check out. So yeah, don't forget, be on the lookout for that. And and other than that, let's get into some sports news, shall we? So the NBA's opening night schedule features postseason rematches from the Eastern Conference Semifinal Series and in the West play-in tournament games between the Los Angeles Lakers and the Golden State Warriors. The reigning champs, the Milwaukee Bucks, will host the Brooklyn Nets at 7:30 p.m. on October 19th to raise their banner to launch the league's 75th anniversary season. LeBron James Lakers will host Stephen Curry's Warriors at 10 p.m. Eastern Time on opening night. Both games will be broadcast on TNT, so be on the lookout for the opening night games and also your favorite teams' home game their NBA season schedules. Let's see how that's gonna be. And so that's all the news out of the way. So let's get into some reviews of happening. So as you know, this past weekend, Summerslam happened, and this is the first since 1992 that a pay-per-view was held on. Well, technically, the 1992 SummerSlam was pre-taped, but even though it aired on a Saturday, this one was actually live on a Saturday. So this was the first, and also the first to be held at a stadium, which is Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas, Nevada. So, and the '92 one was held at the London Stadium back then. So this is the first to air live on a Saturday and also be there at a stadium. And then also this was the first event to air in theaters across the United States, in addition to being a traditional pay-per-view on the WWE Network for those out of the U.S. and then for those who are on the U.S. watching it on Peacock. So let's get into the matches up here. So as a result, in the kickoff show, Big E defeated Baron Corbin. So Baron Corbin got his butt whatever. So they try to steal Big E's Money in the Bank. What a dumbass. So RK Bro, Randy Orton, and Matt Riddle defeated AJ Styles and Omos to win the Raw Tag Team Championships. I'm glad RK Bro was, so this set another mixed match unlikely team as we see in the past. So this is definitely a rising star motive for Riddle. I hope they keep this momentum going. Alexa Bliss defeated Eva Marie. I don't know why this bitch is employed. She can't wrestle for shit. So, yeah, I'm glad Alexa Bliss defeated Eva Marie. So, another rising star, Damian Priest, defeated Sheamus to win the United States Championship. So, yeah, I hope that they keep Damian Priest on the way too. So, well, I'm going to be talking about how NXT died recently. I don't know if it's dead completely. Some say it's dead, but I will be talking about that on the Respect the Comment podcast when it returns the next Friday on September 3rd. So be on the lookout for that. The Usos, Jimmy and Jay, defeated father and son, the Mysterios, Rey and Dominic Mysterio, to retain the SmackDown Tag Team Championship. It was a good match. Kind of the same from Money in the Bank kickoff, which should have been on the main show, but they finally put on the main show with SummerSlam. But it was a good tag team match like that. And we were supposed to get Bianca Belair versus Sasha Banks for the SmackDown Women's Championship, but in the last minute, Sasha Banks could not attend the show, could not compete. I hope she's okay. Well, whatever's going on. So, and for many thought. Carmella will be replacement, but thank God Becky Lynch returned. And then for now we have Becky Lynch versus Bianca Belair for the SmackDown Women's Championship, and in a quick 26 seconds, Bianca Belair defeated Becky Lynch defeated Bianca Belair to win the SmackDown Women's Championship. Oh man, this is kind of a reminder of Brock Lesnar defeated Kofi Kingston in a I don't know how many seconds that was to win the WWE Championship. My goodness. So, in another squash match, Drew McIntyre defeated Jinder Mahal in about 4 minutes. So, Jinder Mahal sucks. I'm gonna say, for those who want to, he sucks. He was sucked back then. He was the worst WWE champion. So, for anyone who think otherwise, I don't want to say it. Charlotte Flair defeated Nikki Ash and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match to win the Raw Women's Championship. My goodness. How many times are they going to put the belt on Charlotte? I'm not going to even get into that. But for this one, I think this one was the match of the night. Edge defeating Seth Rollins by submission. So this was definitely the match of the night for this one. Bobby Lashley defeated Goldberg via referee stoppage to retain the WWE Championship. Moving on from that. So, again, the main event, we saw Roman Reigns defeated John Cena to retain the Universal Championship. And then after the match, Brock Lesnar returned and had to stare down with the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, Roman Reigns. So, but that was your SummerSlam. I wouldn't say this was an okay SummerSlam, but let's get into the next night on Sunday for NXT TakeOver. So this was a pretty good takeover as well. So we saw Cameron Grimes with Ted DiBiase defeating LA Knight to win the $1 Million Championship. And had Cameron Grimes have lost, DiBiase would have became LA Knight's butler. But Cameron Grimes won, and we have a new $1 Million Champion. So, best friends collide as Raquel Gonzalez defeated Dakota Kai to retain the NXT Women's Championship. And then after the match, the longest reigning NXT UK Women's Champion, Kaylee Ray, came out on stage and confronted Raquel Gonzalez. So, Ilya Dragunov defeated Walter and ended his historic reign as NXT UK champion to become the new NXT UK champion. So, with Walter, his story reigns has finished. So I think he's going to be transferring over to the USA NXT because he done everything that he did in NXT UK. There's nothing for him to prove. So now for him to come into the United States. So, in the last of the Undisputed finale, saw Kyle O'Reilly defeated Adam Cole 2-1 in the 2 out of 3 fall match, with O'Reilly winning the first fall was a traditional wrestling match. Cole winning the second fall was a street fight, and O'Reilly defeating Adam Cole to win the 2 out of 3 fall. In the third fall, steel cage, winning by submission. And then in the main event, saw Samoa Joe defeat Karrion Kross to become the new NXT champion. So, what do you expect? Karrion Kross is heading to the main roster, so it's only so now Samoa Joe is now the first ever 3-time NXT champion. But yeah, this is your SummerSlam weekend, so we have to see how this is going to be unfolded from there. So right now, let's get into some movie reviews, shall we? So first up, we're going to be talking about the Free Guy, where this was directed by Sean Lee and it stars Ryan Reynolds. as a bank teller who's discovered he's an actual non-player character in an open-world video game and becomes the hero of the story, saving his friends from debilitated by the game's creator, played by Tetsuya Washi. Jodie Commander, Joe created Little Rel, also star. So I definitely enjoyed this movie. The clever concept of this movie, it could definitely compares to Ready Player One, The Truman Show, The Matrix, and also Grand Theft Auto on there. So this was definitely a good for all the video gamers out there. If you truly love video games, you should definitely check out this movie. And I definitely give this one a definitely go A+ on this one. So this was a definitely a good movie, y'all. So y'all should check that out. And then in another movie review, we're going to be talking about Respect. This is the biographical film based on the life of Rita Franklin, which stars Jennifer Hudson as Rita Franklin, along with Forrest Whitaker, Marlon Wayans, and Mary J. Blige as in supporting roles. So this was a pretty good biographical film. So you know I have my ways with biofilms, but the only good biofilms I like was of course with Angela Bassett, Jamie Foxx as Ray, Jennifer Lopez as Selena, you know. So yeah, so Jennifer Hudson's performance was very great. The production value was good. The music and the custom design was definitely good on there. But a lot of the criticism critic on the screenplay and its runtime on there. But I think this definitely was a good book. So if you guys who know if you're a fan of Rita Franklin and you also know you're a fan of Jennifer Hudson, so you guys need to check out this movie as well. So I give this movie a B+. This was pretty good to check out. You guys would definitely love this movie. But that's our show for today. So if you have your thoughts and opinions, leave your comments below. If you're watching on YouTube, and if you're listening on Anchor, Spotify, and Google Podcasts, go into in the description of the below, click on the YouTube link and leave your comments there. And without further than that, this is Trico, and I'm signing off. Peace.